If you're a designer or a creative professional, you know how crucial it is to make a solid first impression when pitching to potential clients. So I'm going to show you exactly how to make a killer project proposal to send to prospect clients right after you've got off a call with them. This is the exact same structure I use for my own proposals, and you'll see mine in this video. A proposal basically outlines what you're going to do for the client, how you're going to do it, and why you're the best person for the job. This document's going to address the client's goals, give a preview of your process, show a structured timeline, outline deliverables, and a clear cost to the client. This will build trust in them so they'll feel confident about hiring you. Okay, let me show you how to make one. All right, I build my project proposals in Illustrator. So you always want to start with the front page like this, which just says project proposal. It'll typically have your logo in the corner. It'll say the client name here, who it's by, the designer or the studio, and it'll have the date of the document on there as well. You'll have your website at the bottom. So I typically keep the front page pretty simple. I mean, you just do it to your branding or however you want to do it. But most, front page just has to look something like this. So then boom, you want to go straight into the second slide with who you are, a little bit about you. So you're going to have a nice big picture of you there and a little bit of a description about you, nothing too techie or too corporate. A little bit, you're opening up to the client a little bit. They're getting to read a little bit about you. They're already starting to build trust with you just straight off the second page like this. So I always recommend a second page like this, just a little introduction to who you are. And then I always like to jump it straight into a case study, something I've worked on previously. Now you can change the case study to maybe suit your client more. Say if you've got a project that your client is wanting that sort of style, then you can change these up. So I typically put in a project that I feel like the client is sort of wanting for their own brand. So you want to jump straight into a case study like this. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just have a few pictures on there showing the sort of previous project you've worked on. And then you want to jump straight into a testimonial from that case study, because this instantly is getting the client excited. They're like, oh, it works with real people. This could be me. Do you know what I mean? This could be me leaving this testimonial at the end of our work together. So yeah, always jump into a testimonial straight after the case study. Now the client's already starting to feel relaxed, a bit like, oh yeah, trusting, feeling confident straight off the bat from seeing a previous case study and a testimonial especially. And then you want to jump into the why work with me, because that's what the client's thinking now. They're thinking, why should I work with this guy? And then you want to have a little paragraph about what makes you special, what makes you unique compared to other designers. And this is starting to tick those boxes for the client now. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a little paragraph like this you can see for mine here. And then you would want to jump straight into project goals. Now, this proposal is something you send to the client after you've got off a discovery call with them. You should have been asking, what are the goals, what are the needs, what are the problems during this discovery call? And you're going to be taking notes, and then when you come to write this proposal, you know exactly what the client needs. And by writing out these goals, this makes the client feel listened to, they feel valued, they know you've listened to what they need. So they're already they're reading this back and thinking, oh yeah, that is what I need. Oh yeah, that is my goal. Oh yeah, he's ticking all the boxes here, people. So yeah, project goals straight after there. Now, straight after project goals, we're going to jump into the first proposal. So I have two proposals on here. So typically, say if you offer two different styles of packages, say if the client wants brand strategy as well, or visual identity, you can offer two proposals at two different price points. So yeah, typically here, you want to put in what you're offering, the total investment in the bottom right there. And with the scope of work, you want to take them through the processes, what they're actually getting out of this. So you can see here, it's a sort of 5-step process. Discovery, they're getting a client questionnaire, they're getting a brand strategy workshop, they're getting industry research, competitor analysis, brand strategy presentation, and then they're seeing your process here as well. The creation, sketch development, logo concepting, logo development, logo design amendments, presenting amended concept, creating the logo suite, formulating the color palette. This is getting the client excited now. They're thinking, right, this guy knows what he's doing. He's done this before. He's showing me a clear process here. And then obviously in the bottom right there, you always want to show the full deliverables. This is exactly what you're getting if you're out of this proposal. You're getting a full logo suite. You're getting a word mark. You're getting a logo mark. You're getting typography. You're getting a brand guidelines document. So yeah, that's how your scope of work pretty much should look like. And then you've got proposal 2 here, which could be just a visual identity, and then you're just taking away some of the deliverables at a different cost. If you've got 2 different packages, great. If you've only got 1 package, just use 1 proposal. So now timeline. Now, it's really important to show a client exactly the timeline of the project, what milestones we're going to hit, when we're going to hit them, which week we're going to hit them. This gives the client a clear vision, a clear direction of where we're going, and it doesn't leave them in the dark. They know exactly where we're going. So, typically you're going to have the project time frame. It's going to be, it's a 6-week project. We're starting it on this date. Brand strategy workshop is week 1. Research and style direction is week 2. Creation, week 3. Logo presentation, week 4. Refinement, week 4 or 5. Visual identity presentation, week 5 or 6. Finalize and offboard, week 6. Now, like I've put here, this is a carefully planned timeline. However, certain circumstances could arise. I plan to deliver upon the project milestones on the given date. However, they may shift by a few days here and there, just in case anything comes up. Now, it's nice to just put that in, just so we're not robots. Things happen, things come up in life. So, it might go over a few days. We might have to push something back a week or whatever. And that's not just down to you. That's down to if the client responds to emails on time, can get feedback to you on time and things like that, all things that could push a project back. And then we jump into investment. So you need a clear cost to client. How much is this costing me? When a payment's made, things like that. So typically you always want to have an invoice schedule. So invoice 1, non-refundable, 50% deposit paid before any work is started. So that's paid as soon as you agree to this proposal. And then once the final project is signed off, the remaining 50% invoice will be paid. So 50% at the end once they're all happy and everything's signed off. And that is the total investment cost there. So the client knows exactly what they're getting, when they're making payment, and that's it. Boom, boom, boom. And then I like to finish it off then with another case study. It's like they've read through all this information, they're excited, they're like, yeah, should we do this? Yeah, oh, I'm feeling it. And then boom, another case study, and then they're like, seal the deal. Yeah, that's what I want, and then bang, into another testimonial. Trust is through the roof right now. They're feeling confident. They know exactly what they're getting. They know you've listened to them. They can see your previous work. And yeah, and then just to seal the deal even more, on the very last page, I like to put a little personalized message to the client just saying, hey Seb, thank you for our call. It was great chatting and hearing more about your plans for the business. It really sounds like you've got something that's going to see great success. I would love to help you on your journey. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you need anything, I'm just an email away. Nothing too pushy, nothing too salesy, just a nice little personalized message at the end, and then your contact details there if they need to get in contact with you. So that is a winning project proposal right there. That is how I sign all my clients, and it works a treat. Now, I actually have this project proposal template on my website ready for you guys if you want it. It's a fully customizable 13-page proposal template available for Adobe Illustrator. It's got an example of a real brand like I've shown you. You just need to toggle it on and off. I used to make project proposals from scratch as soon as I got off a call with every discovery call I went on. And it'd take me 3-4 hours to make this thing. And then by the time I've sent it over, there's too much time there for the client to start overthinking things, forgetting what you've said and things like that. But that's why having this template is amazing, because as soon as you get off a discovery call, change a few words, change the investment, change the goals, you can have this sent over within 20, 30 minutes, and the client sees that and is like, boom, yeah, let's do it. So if you want this template, just head over to my website, links in the description, and use the code YouTube10 for 10% off. I really hope you can take something away from this video, and please let me know if you get the template and you sign any clients from it. Please let me know, because that would be awesome. All right, I'll see you in the next one.